I am a Mexican eagle, dust on my wings regal, nested on a lethal side of the border with orders from my empty stomach to kill and fill my pockets. Broken glass flying like rockets in Pueblito streets. I took back seats on bullet hole baptized buses, running from the clutches of my fire-armed neighbors, makers of our hell. I knew it too well, had to sell gum on the sidewalk at 5 years old. Truth told me Amma can't hold herself together. I saw my mother's leather skin, broken back, hands cracked, every other pain racked through her veins. I felt so much shame, but I didn't want to join her. So I found my city's largest employer, got a steel-plated destroyer in my hands, all to give my mother the promised land of another meal. When the time came, I couldn't believe it was real, couldn't feel my heart was split in parts like that. Man, I closed my fingers, noticed his eyes linger until I pulled the trigger. I erased his life to make my paycheck bigger. If I stay here, I'll end up in a ditch, pitched next to the same gutter that claimed my brother. For 23 days, I marched to Tijuana, a maze of cigarette stains, smoke-drained bodies. They all looked like me, talked like me, walked like me, to purgatory's metal gates, our heaven, any one of your 50 states. I learned the sun cremates flesh faster than it creates flowers. In the desert, our dead earth, I fell on dried bones that roamed, reminded me I wasn't alone. Thousands of my people thrown up, strung and hung up on barbed wire. God, couldn't you send those vultures a little higher? Or is our flesh worthless when expired? Every desert rose is composed of the decomposed names of each forgotten family. The dreamers lost, nightmarish insanity, stripped of all their humanity. For 14 days, I frantically burned my feet over graveyard sand. Do you understand what it's like to withstand God calling you home? I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. I wanted to go home. My chest protested each breath. My mouth stopped its drought with a flood of its own blood. I escaped the migrant slaughter with a bottle of water and a saint's name authored on my lips. Went from a soldier to having a backpack on my shoulders, and I did it all to kill and fill